But as soon as we take some steps, the media is upon us. They're countless in their numbers. It appears as if they're trying to block our entry into the convention center. Microphones outstretched.
What's his name? Fuki?
Oh, man.
Can I get a pronunciation for this name, please?
Fukumoto.
Fukumoto.
Before I say Fukamoto.
I believe it's
Fukumoto?
Fukumoto, is that correct?
Yeah,
That's Japanese. I can't even pronounce that shit. God damn. Jeez.
I really don't want to say Fukumoto, please. I'm pretty sure that's actually how you pronounce it.
Moto?
But if that's what it is, can I just say Moto, please?
Moto. Yeah,
Yeah,
Fukumoto.
we were right. Fukumoto.
Right.
So.
Alright.
Alright,
so
so...
this news announcement.
Inari, go.
No,
Yeah.
Maybe you gotta be charismatic.
Charismatic, get that emotion out.
Work it up.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And are you getting feedback?
Inari's...
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, there
we're
we
good.
go. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. You're good.
There you go.
It's still lucky too.
Hey, that's the news reporter from last night. He's the one who reported the death of Clace.
Contest winners. How do you respond to the allegations that Clash is alive and well? That this is all just a publicity stunt. Oh no, my Skype's in the red zone.
Uh-oh.
And then
Chris.
Jesus combo breaks him.
Do not engage the press. They may act as if they are trying to deny us entry, but they can't legally do so. As long as we keep walking forward, they will have to move out of our way. Unless they want us to press charges, of course.
He glares at Fukumoto as he says those last few words.
Perhaps. I'll ask again later. Am I mic quiet?
Oh, you're a little quiet.
No, okay.
He slowly backs away and blends into the crowd. Acheron must have intimidated him into submission. It was for the best. Without Acheron here, I wouldn't have had any idea how to respond to this situation.
Follow me, okay? And I repeat, do not engage the press. They will only twist your words and use them against you. Let Sin's public statement be the first the press hears of this. You are not a trained special relations specialist.
I nod. His counsel is invaluable. As he inches us towards the entrance, I make sure that Keela is in tow. I wouldn't want to get separated. Inumi is slowly following us as well. But he doesn't look too fazed by any of this. He must be used to the limelight. Being Clace's brother, of course. I'm sure he gets lots of media and paparazzi attention. I look back at the limo. I can see that Jade is trying to drive away, but a large crowd surrounds the vehicle. Poor girl.
Not used to all these eyes on you, eh?
Not at all. Wait. As soon as he says that, it hits me, and a sense of anxiety starts to rise within me. These people in the crowd. If I was being watched, it could be anybody here. I try to ask Acheron if we can walk faster, but before I can open my mouth, I get a text message again. I feel the vibration in my pocket. I pull out my phone with extreme apprehension. I'm unable to display a calm composure. Hopefully Acheron would just believe this is in response to the loud crowd surrounding us. Worried, aren't you? Good. What? Okay, now I'm sure they were following me. And they were close enough to see that I was worried? I scan my surroundings, but it's almost as if everybody is making eye contact with me. There's so many! It would be impossible for me to figure out who was watching me in such a large crowd. I start to panic and cling as close to Acheron as I can. I give him a gentle nudge, asking him to move faster without words. He seems to take my signal and does just that. It isn't much longer until we get inside, and before we're given the illusion of safety. Keela is texting. It can't be Keela because we have his contact information. It would say Keela at the top. I take a large breath as soon as we get inside. For some reason, it feels like I'm safe. It's odd how one small door can be the difference between serenity and a full-blown panic attack. I notice that the windows are dimmed. Even though it's broad daylight, it seems to be approaching evening from the inside. This means that I couldn't be watched from outside. I notice Inumi scurrying away. He must know this place like the back of his paw. This leaves Acheron with just Keela and myself.
You did a good job out there. I could tell you were a little overwhelmed, but it's definitely a atypical situation. You both handle yourselves admirably.
Shin. If only he knew why I was actually worried. Actually, perhaps I should tell him. He'd be the last person I'd want to hide this from, and he'd probably know exactly how to respond. I'll wait until I can talk to him in private.
I want you to wait right here. I'm just going to find out where Singe press conference is being held, okay? Do not wander astray. You'll be safe out here in the open.
Thanks, Dante. He walks
Not a
towards...
problem.
He walks towards what I assume is the reception desk. I turn to Keela and put my hand on his shoulder. I ask him how he's holding up. So far, it's been almost impossible to get a read. As I thought to myself before, I know he's prone to zoning out, but this seems far beyond that.
I'm good. Just overwhelmed. I mean, what are the odds? Seems like nothing has gone our way since we got here. It's always something. But with Clace dying just as we arrive, I might be afraid we might get caught up in an investigation. They'll dig up our past.
Well, you got something to hide, Keela?
That's something I'm not cool with. We're going down in history too. We won first row seats up to all of this. Luck definitely is not on our side.
He's right. The contest promised a life of luxury, the fruition of our every dream. I would hardly say that it delivered, not even close. In fact, it went south in almost every way possible. Death, murder, and not to mention what we went through in Terra. I tell Keela that everything will be okay. He lies! Although I don't know who I'm trying to convince. Either way, we won't know any specifics until we attend Singe's press conference. I stress that as a fact.
Yeah, you're right.
He turns away and starts to inspect the lobby. It's rather massive, and it doesn't look really foreign at all. In fact, it makes me feel at home. Very modern. Yes. I don't stray away at all at Acheron's behest. Instead, I look at the TVs attached to the wall. They're all playing some sort of news report. Text on the screen says, recorded earlier. They must be replaying a story of interest. A few moments pass. I realize that's true. At least, it's definitely of great interest to me.
Hello, Fukumoto here. I'm in the streets of Akihabara, where I've been lucky enough to get an interview. You'll have to forgive us if there's any background interference. This is very spontaneous, but definitely exciting.
This guy seems to get around. Are there no other news reporters in Japan?
Arrived in Tokyo a couple of weeks ago. She's been under scrutiny and criticism ever since. We are here for the real story. It gives me real honor to introduce the only Maxie Armstrong.
It's my pleasure to be here, Fukumoto-san.
Oh no. It's that woman I've run into multiple times. Didn't think she was special enough for her own report.
For those not in the know, Maxine came.
Please, call me Max.
Okay. Max here came all the way from the United States, but the reason why is still a mystery. No one knows. This has made a lot of people uneasy, as her company deals in both chemical and explosive weaponry.
Oh.
They deal in war.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god!
Dun, dun, dun.
This has been good.
I'm liking this already. I'm liking Max already.
Yeah. That's actually incorrect, Fukumoto. Armstrong Incorporated is not to be held accountable for the actions of its clients. We sell an item that's on its own is useless.
You sell nukes!
If our product is used with ill intent, it is on the hands of the buyer.
How do you use a nuke that isn't ill intent?
It it is not the responsibility of Armstrong Inc. We provide means, and we have a very detailed selection process. Potential clients are given mental evaluations. To this day, not a single client of Armstrong Incorporated has used their weapons for ill intent, only to protect.
Bullshit.
Reports of our weapons causing damage to the innocents are greatly exaggerated. If a weapon goes off, it's only to protect. Many of our clients are government suits or celebrities worried for their safety. If a weapon goes off, it's because the client's life was in danger. That's all. We offer top-of-the-line protection, not the means to instigate war.
I see. Thank you very much for giving us such a detailed description. That is an admirable mission statement. But can you understand why some citizens are not happy with your arrival? Given the nature of the weapons you handle. With all of Japan as your audience, do you have anything to say? Perhaps something that could put the population at ease?
Unfortunately, I do not. My purpose here is confidential in nature. However, I wish no harm upon the people of Japan. In fact, as I've said before, Armstrong is in the business of protection. My presence here should give those a sense of security, especially with the mysterious deaths that have been occurring lately.
There you have it, folks. Max is here to protect all of us from the midnight deaths. A very amazing goal. Bravo.
That's not what I said.
That's all we have time for today. But know that Armstrong Incorporated wishes the best for each and every one of us. This is Fukumoto signing off.
Chris,
What?
just to point out, if I don't know if you noticed this, but just I see what Clace did there. That's the same necklace as the man in the ark, except except his is gold, hers is silver. Just I'm on to you, Clace. I'm on to you.
Max starts World War III. No, she doesn't start World War III. She starts Fallout. That's what she starts.
They don't even get to World War
which is
III.
amazing.
Just all the nukes go off at once.
Furry Fallout.
Ooh.
Furry
my
Fallout. A sequel.
That's actually the sequel.
A major minor.
Oh.
Alright, I got this. Whoa. That was heavy. I've heard of Armstrong Incorporated before, but this was my first time hearing about its owner. What are the odds that it was her? I'll have to talk to her about it if I see her again. She did express interest at getting to know me better. I turn towards Keela. I see that Acheron is on his way back. Ugh, excuse me. Hopefully now we get to go and see Singe. I was dying to hear an official statement about this.
Hey, you too. Thanks for staying put. We still have a little while before Singe gives a statement. It'll be upstairs in room 2B, right next to his office. It must have been so expensive to rent this entire place he needs it for the tour. Singe pockets must really run deep. Perhaps I should look into the entertainment industry after this gig. Everyone around here seems to be loaded. That was a joke. Anyway, I guess we should go. Those people outside are way too loud. A headache is the last thing I want today.
He starts walking towards the stairs. Me and Keela follow him without question. I guess it was almost instinctual. If he was our protection, we'd need to stay close. And that's what we did as we ascended the stairs. We'd leave the frenzy of the media behind us, but unfortunately, not for good.